Now let us look at some other options. What I'm going to do is I'm going to print this page. As soon as I click on print, all my row labels and the values or totals are shown in a single page. It means it is split into 3 pages. But now I want each and every category on each page. It means if you observe, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are 10 categories. How do we know that? Just do give a right click, collapse entire field. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 categories. For each and every category, I want to print on each page. How can I do that? I am just expanding the entire field. Give right click, go to field settings, or you can also do the same thing from options. Click on options, go to field settings, go to layout and print, and insert page break after each item. If I click OK, see now I'm selecting salesperson category. Now if you observe, there is a page break which has been inserted. Now if we use the same command print or use Ctrl P, now you can observe it has been split into 12 pages. Earlier it is 3 pages. Now each and every label, row label is going to print on different page. See, each and every salesperson will be on different page. See, we can make use of this insert page break after each item like we have observed. Now let us move on to next one. I am removing everything. You can remove from here, or you can also remove clear all. Like this you can remove entire fields from a pivot table. Now let us select category and total. Now I want to group action, biography and fiction into one category, then adventure, comedy, crime and drama in another category, and so on. So how can I do that? Just select the items which you want to group. So now I am selecting using control. Just hold on control key and use your mouse left key to select the respective items, then give right click and group. As soon as I click on group, it is grouped. See, the selected items action, animation, comedy and drama have been grouped into group 1. So to view it in tabular form, let us go to design and click on tabular form. Now it is clearly visible that the selected items have been grouped into group 1. However, you can also rename this group using select the group 1 and click on F2, then whatever the name you want you can give, action, animation and so on. For now I am restricting up to here. Now again I want to select these 3 fiction, these 4 under one category. Give right click and group. Now this is grouped into group 2. etc. and so on. Now these 2 into another group. Give now this is group 3. Like this you can group. How can we collapse? We have already seen how to collapse this one. Give right click and go to expand and collapse and collapse entire field. If you click collapse entire field, the entire field will be collapsed. If you click only the respective portion, say for example I am using just expand, I am able to expand only the portion which have been selected, only the category which have been selected. Expand entire field and expand collapse entire field are different. So entire field will be collapsed and entire field will be expanded. Collapse and expand will be applicable only for the field which you have selected. Now if I expand entire field, all the fields will be expanded. Like this, all the fields will be expanded. This is how we can group. One more important feature under group is, say have a category. So if your manager asks you to show the details of 2014 and 2015 or whatever the years, and he wants the details year on year and month on month, how can we do that? We have already seen how to do or how to show the values year on year and month on month using slicers, but I want to show you a different manner. How can we see year on year totals and month wise totals too? How can we do this? This is very effective features of pivot tables. Now I would like to see totals. I want to show this date as column labels. Now you can observe this is my category. These are all the column labels are different dates. So these dates includes 2014 year and 2015 year with different months. How can we club or how can we group these dates into years and months? Just give right click and group. The very important thing which you have to understand is, if you group by months, all the months irrespective of the years will be clubbed into single one. Say for example, in 2014 we will have a January, in 2015 we will also have January. If you click on months and click OK, all the January months will be clubbed into one single month. It will be shown under January only. But we also require years so that we can differentiate clearly from 2014 January to 2015 January. If your manager or if your requirement is to show all the January months sales in a single figure, then you can uncheck these years and click on months, so that all the January, all the February, all the months will be shown irrespective of the years in a single value. Say now I don't want to show like that. I want to show year on year comparison with respective months. Hence I am selecting this code years and months and click OK. However, you can also go by this one seconds and minutes. Since we don't have any hours or minutes or seconds, we cannot use that one. And dates can also be clubbed like this, and quarters, first quarter, second quarter and third quarter, how we have done in slicers. But I am not going to see like that. I want to show only, or I want to see only month wise and year wise. If I click OK, see all the months are shown for the year of 2014 available over here. All the months for 2015 are shown over here. However, let us collapse entire field. See now you can observe all 2014 values are available over here, all 2015. If you want to collapse, just click on this. If you want to expand, just click on this plus symbol. You can observe, see January sales, February sales, March sales. Like this you can see the sales year on year and month on month. This is an effective way of grouping dates and years. You can also see like this you can observe, and you can group any items by selecting the respective fields. Now I am moving on to the next section. Category and total. I have selected a category and sum of total is my value. Now what I would like to do is, I want to show you a calculated field and a calculated item. What is the difference between calculated field and calculated item? Say for example, these are the sales under action. Now I will change from category to salesperson, right? So these are all the salesperson and the sales made by those respective salesperson. Say I want to give 3% bonus to each salesperson. How can I do that? You have two ways to do. One is you have to insert a column and a pivot table, then you have to make it as a percentage, then you have to multiply the value of sales into 3%. The another effective way of doing the things is insert a calculated field. How can we do this? Let us see. Now field and item and sets. Now calculated field. Select calculated field. Now the field name is bonus. Formula on which field you want to show a formula. On total field, insert field is the total into or multiply 3%. Say 34,681 should be increased by 3%. It means the bonus should be shown as 3% of this 34,681. How can we do this? See, we have selected the name as bonus, formula equal to total multiplied by 3%. Click OK. Now there is a column which has been inserted as a new column. In the same way, if you observe the field list, the bonus column is also available over here. This is a new field which is added based on our calculated field. Now you can observe this is increased by 3%. Like this you can insert a calculated field. Now let us see how can we insert a calculated item. Now I am unselecting this bonus. I want to see all Bobby, Gautam or Bobby, Ravi and Sony. See, I want to see the total sales of Bobby, Ravi and Sony. Since this is a very small table, you can add like this, but I want to see the total of Bobby, Ravi and Sony within a single row with new item. How can we do this? Just select this, keep your cursor on the first field, go to field and items, click on calculated item. So this is grouped and add. Now what I am going to do is I am going to clear all. Now I am selecting a salesperson and total, or we can go by category. I want to see the category action, comedy and fantasy. The action, comedy and fantasy should be clubbed or should be summed and show in a single row. How can we do this? Fields, calculated item, formula. I want to rename this as action, animation and fiction. Now formula, remove that. What I want to do is I want to add action, insert item, add a concatenate, that is called add symbol, that is plus. Next, what do you want to do? Animation. I want animation, insert item, then I want fiction. Add a concatenator, that is plus symbol, add symbol, then fiction. Click OK. Sorry, we have to insert that. We did not insert. Fiction should be inserted. Now click OK. You can observe action, animation and fiction. The total, you can see action total is 61603. Next, animation total is 8261 and fiction total is 12914. The sum is 82778. Now you can also see the same thing. However, the grand total has been increased by 82778 because all these are already available over here. How can we eliminate this? Now go to filter, uncheck action, animation and fiction. Sorry. Select all, then uncheck action, animation and fiction. Click OK. Now you can observe earlier it has been overstated by 82,778. It is the sum of animation, action and fiction. Now it is shown correctly. This is how we can add a we can insert or add a calculated item from here. Now let us look at each feature by feature under pivot tables. Salesperson, category and total. The name is pivot table 5. However, you can also rename the name of this pivot table as XYZ or anything based on your requirement. If you want to give any name to this pivot table, you can give your name to the pivot table over here. Now let us click on options. There are different options which are available over here. Merge and center, we have already seen this, and for errors values show, we have already seen this. For empty cell values, how do you want to show your empty cells? You can give some value over here. We have already observed this one. Auto fit column width means the width of the column will be auto fit. Preserve cell formatting on update. The same cell formatting will be preserved even after updating a new pivot table. This is how the difference. Now totals and filters. Show grand totals for rows, we have already seen this. Show grand totals for columns, we have already seen this. Allow multiple filters per field. This is very important thing. This I want to show you now. I'm selecting adventure, biography, category. Whenever a filter is applied, that will be shown over here. See, you can also see the same filter which is applied for the respective fields under field list. For which fields the filter is applied can be shown over here. You can see the filter which is applied over here like this. If you want to clear the filter, go to clear and clear all or clear filters. If you click on clear all, it will clear all the pivot table. If you click on clear filter, it only clears the filters. See, like this. If you want to clear all, it will clear everything. It will clear the entire pivot table.